Sebastian Martiny Music and Life. With the advent of the internet, the world has become a global village. It would once have been rare to have access to so many different cultures as in the present day. In music, several new names have come to enrich even more one of the oldest arts of our planet. Independent artists from all over the world use the platform to promote their art, and the big labels have the beards of sauce, because the quality of indie music, as it is universally known, has long supplanted commercial music. An example of this is the singer, musician, and composer Sebastian Martiny, 19. Sebastian was born in Aarhus, Denmark, and soon after moved to Copenhagen, where he grew up and nurtured his dreams of childhood and youth. The artist told us that his childhood was not very easy, but he knows people who went through great difficulties and managed to overcome it. So, he isn't used to complain about the difficulties. Sebastian had problems with some boys in his school when he was younger. "I got a lot, sometimes I had to hide to avoid friction," he says. Due to these circumstances, the boy had deepened in reading and studying his instrument, the guitar. As a teenager, the artist spent a year in a Danish boarding school, and that's when he started to believe in himself. "These boarding houses have a very good effect on teenagers," he says. "Living with other people the same age as me," he emphasizes. Sebastian adds that there is always someone who does something better than you, so it takes dedication and hard work to see results. His dream of becoming a musician started early in his childhood. The singer tells us that at that time he lacked the courage to undertake in the musical world. "I remember running around playing my guitar in the living room, dreaming of the big stages," he emphasizes. His uncle, who was also a guitarist, was the one who put everything in motion, giving him the first guitar, and his parents quickly arranged a guitar teacher. Sebastian was in 5th grade of the school. The year was 2007. Despite his 10 years of age, the artist believed that he began to sing a little late, just 2 years ago. He has recently had the help of a musical mentor who is helping him to define his style. Every week Sebastian devotes about 10 hours developing his songs for his projects online. His time to deal with music reduced because he is working in another activity full-time. However, the music projects remains present. The artist tells us that he has always had much support from his parents. "They always wanted me to learn how to take care of myself, but when I was interested in music and sports, they would lend me money," he says. At home, Sebastian had an opportunity to learn piano with his father, who was also singer of opera. Asked about the artist's early career difficulties, "I have argues that first difficulty is the motivation to learn and dedicate to the instrument. It takes a lot of discipline," he adds. Another question to ask: how do you know if you are doing enough, and what are the right ways towards the career? "You've been lying down at night, worried and don't get to sleep. What did that person mean by that? I missed an opportunity. I'm working hard enough, will I succeed?" His main instrument is his beloved guitar, as he himself says. In addition to his solo works, Sebastian plays with the Red Paradise Band. The artist tells us that he has learned his instrument with the most inspired and motivated teacher worldwide, his beloved teacher Rasmus. He started his classes 4 years ago and already had to stop for some trips around the world. "It was a sad goodbye. He taught me a lifetime, always patient, repeating as many times as necessary, with a smile on his face. I always felt supported by him. I returned home better every class and full of hope," emphasizes. The singer tells us that he chose the guitar as an instrument to enchant the girls. "I wanted to learn music and get girlfriends. Why not join the useful to the pleasant, Brinka? However, I just fell in love with the instrument and forgot to pick up girls." His great musical inspiration is Crystal String, a small channel on YouTube. He have shown that anyone can make great music. He developed an inspiring community with people helping to create good songs together. His first performance was on Christmas 2008. His teacher wanted him to feel confident on stage, so he pushed him with his guitar in performance. "At that moment I was as nervous as ever, and after a string of horrible performances, I finally found myself on stage, he reveals. Now the artist adds that he feels free to make mistakes. The people who watch you want your better, because they probably paid for it, he says. Sebastian is a rarity, one of the few artists who make music for pure pleasure without caring about financial matters. I've never been paid for my songs, I'm not on this for money, I just want people like my songs, as many as I do, he emphasizes. The artist spent his time to compose and record his songs, his art is a gift to the people who live all over the world. Still, about his first show, the artist adds that it was horrible, he was not prepared, for the second show he was better. Some of the other artists looked at me with arrogance when I entered the stage, but they changed quickly when they heard me play. It was a great feeling, even today I feel proud of that day, he reports. Sebastian started writing music in 2012, feeling that there were many things he wanted to say. His opportunity came when he started a school band. The band had a lot of help, and we wanted to do our own songs, he says. His inspiration comes from the things of life, analyzes about the things that happen in the daily life, and also a way of saying thanks to the people who have been helping him in the course of his journey. His first creation was the music Blaze, 2013. At this time one of his instruments was burned with all his belongings at a festival while he was in the presentation. This fact, interestingly enough, had led him to reflect on friendships that go to a wrong way. Most of his songs are written during his travels. As I write, I put in my playlist relaxing bands and start thinking about a theme. First I define the meaning of the message I want to pass, and then I reflect on how best to convey it, he says. His songs are usually written with a verse explaining about a certain problem, another about his reaction to the fact, and lastly a bridge that seeks to show a solution to the question. Sebastian is also an adept at musical collaborations with other artists. One of the works that he most appreciates is the song By the Water, 2016, written and produced by him and interpreted by the singer Carla. He has also worked on some projects with YouTubers, whom are mostly gamers. Among his favorite creations is the song Happy Rain. I recorded it a long time ago and only recently concludes, I really like the result, he points out. The artist also recommends his compilation Made in China project. The songs are available on his website. It is also available for free download the CD Thoughts with the song Stages, Learning the Basics, Prowess of Mankind, Depths of a Broken Mind, Dystopia, Troll in You, Power of Motivation, The Call on Fire, In the Darkest Hours, Blaze, Instrumental, Strength of Sophia, and Letting Out. When he does concerts he is usually accompanied by his band, Rod Bukes, on the guitars and vocal, Lewis on drums, Mads on bass, Magnus on the piano. The artist points out that while he can do music for pleasure and for free, he will continue to do so. The difficulties at the beginning of career for him are the continuing motivation. You have to believe in your job and embrace the opportunities. My luck is have great people by my side. Without these people I would never have the courage to get on stage and improve every day, he says. For Sebastian, music is everything, something that controls the emotions and a great way to create happiness for our hearts. Imagine a training session without music, or a party without music. Music puts color in our lives and is therefore an honorable use of time, he says. According to the artist, the music is what keeps him up. He adds that without music he would feel lost without direction. When you go through life, you need goals or you will just feel floating in an unimportant sea, he comments. In addition to his work and music, Sebastian is also a volunteer. He has been raising funds for the Red Cross, and says that it has helped him to improve his view of people. He could see how much people want to help as much as they can. Asked about his expectations about the world, the artist comments that, the world is improving, he worries about our Western ways of living. We are sure that we have discovered the truth, and therefore we are forcing other people to accept it. Often the history has proved that we was wrong. We need to look around and learn from others' cultures, he emphasizes. What disappoints Sebastian is the right that some people have given to themselves to feel better than others, We are all better than others at some points and worse at others. Excess of high confidence can turn into arrogance, he says. The artist also says he does not like wasting time, and when another person is wasting his time it changes his mood. He adds that he needs to work on this aspect. About the things that make him happy, he says that luckily there are a lot of them, like training, composing, being with friends and achieving his goals. Being ready to work and putting effort into it really is what improves my mood on rainy days, he adds. To find out more about the work of Sebastian Martiny, visit his websites, Sebastian Martiny official website, YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud, Instagram, and Reverb Nation. By Zel Florizel.